Hey there, all my fellow YouTubers. Hope you're having a great day, whatever it is that you're doing all over the world. Finished playing Just 2, so I hope you've enjoying that. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I have, as bringing it to you through the computer and discs and various bits and pieces like that. So that's all said and done, and on the odd occasion I might work it out and start doing the towers and various bits and pieces like that. In this segment, I planned to do another video. Things that are going on that I'm not happy with. Some quite disturbing things are happening in Australia at the moment with Gippsland, especially, and Melbourne and Queensland, etc. Not here to talk about that. That's what they want you to do. What we are going to do is talk about gratitude. Gratitude's very, very important. Gratitude's important because it helps us to identify ourselves on who we are as people. Gratitude can be coming down from many things, for friends, family, and loved ones. That's me saying thanks for the gratitude that people deserve, family and friends, especially without you guys, I'd be completely lost. Special thanks to the Rotary Club and various bits and pieces. Have a look at what we've achieved in my first 12 months as me being there, and not only that, with all the people in the community that are supporting the Rotary Club as well. So a big shout out to you guys, and hopefully we can get newer and stronger members and better friendship in the future. So a huge shout out to that. I know a lot of people from the Rotary Club watch this show, so a huge shout out and to a huge thank you, and not only that, a huge thank you to the people that have given us work from the Rotary Club. It's very much supported and appreciated, and will continue to build goodwill and better friendships into the future. Ha ha ha! Without that further ado, big shout out to the tennis club. I mean, where would we be without the tennis club of the hometown, giving us a couple of premierships along the way. I think our team's got 4 or 5 or something like that, which is just remarkable in itself and its own right. And even shout out thanks to the Lakes Entrance Golf Club. Where would we be without fun and entertainment? Had our ups and downs, but a big shout out to you guys. And if you're down in Gippsland area, come and play on our course, and come and join the tennis courts as well, for lots of fun and excitement and entertainment along the way. There's one little par 3 that you'll fall in love with, and that would be a good time to get out your cameras and start taking photos of that magnificent hole, and you'll find out what one I'll be referring to on the back 9. It's our number 1 signature hole. Other important thanks to the Lakes Entrance Gym. Not that I've been there all that often, but without gyms, people can't get stronger, people can't get healthier, and with the gyms, people live with longer. And if you haven't been to Lakes Entrance in a couple of years, there's now actually 2 gyms that you can join, so there's a lot of variety as far as that's concerned. So it's just a matter of your personal preference and what it is that you need to work on, and the best way it is to develop yourself. So a big shout out to you guys. Lakes Entrance RSL, another shout out to you guys. Where would we be without the RSLs over the years? Again, the churches. big shout out to you guys. The only thing I'm really disappointed with is precinct things taking their holidays in June and July, where there should be hearing Lakes entrance, because that's when more polka-diced activity happens more than any other time of the year, is June, July and August. These are when these attachments occur, but it is hard because all the precinct things go on the holidays that time of year where they should be working. So a shout out to the clients of the gardening business. I mean, where would I be without you guys? Absolutely fucking nowhere. Loss. I mean, the work turns out well in both ways. We'll work our ass off for you, and you'll work your ass off for us. So that's the way I like to continue it, and that's the way how it should stay. And anyway, it's all good. Really happy with the client base, really happy with the gardening business, the way how that's going. So if you're in the area and you want to get on board with the gardening, just jump on the Facebook page and away you go. So yeah, so a big shout out to the clients of the gardening business. Huge thanks to you guys. Gratitude's very important. It makes another person feel special about the day and day-to-day life. Another shout out to the spirit guides. Where would I be without you? Probably lost. And there's other shout outs and various bits and pieces to other things that I want to say but can't because family watches the show, but all that's top secret and revealed in time, so stay tuned. So another big shout out to another big shout out to the car mechanics. I mean, as soon as there's a problem with the car, they just stop what they're doing, jump on and start working on my car, even though that they've got other cars inside the mechanic shed. And that's the same with the gardening equipment too. You wouldn't find that anywhere else in the world, maybe the odd place here or two in Melbourne or Sydney. So, big thanks to those mechanics. Bob JT Mart's probably the best place in the world to grab your tyres from. Big shout out to that. A shout out to celebrities that want our spiritual help. That's confidentiality, that stays between me and them, and I'm more than happy to help them to succeed and to make them to become bigger, better, stronger, louder, faster. A bit like in the Fast and the Furious. Big shout out to them. So shout out to you guys. I just use the Fast and Furious as just an example, nothing out of text or context, so don't read too much into that. Not only that too, what I plan to do next year is, this is really cool, everyone that's been in my life is going to get a long distance healing session free from me, as a token of my appreciation to make them bigger, faster, better, stronger and harder. It doesn't matter what you've done or what you've achieved or what, it's coming to you, so be on the lookout for that. So that's going to be a big project in 2018, so be on the lookout for that. Big. Looking forward to that one. not only that too, I've noticed mentors have been coming back into my dream state life, which is awesome. If you watch the show, leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to get in contact with you. I've done some healing session on that, so it is sad we all go through that from time to time in day-to-day life. It does suck and does come as a bit of a shock from time to time, but the surprising thing was when one of my mentors from the early days, when I was 18, did some work on me in the dream state. I was in shock myself from last week, and now I'm good as gold from that. The very next day I went into a healing session and healed her for things that to come up into the future. So it's like karma, it's sort of worked in both ways as an exchanged gift. So when it does happen, the energy that I've given her will hopefully be distributed out to her to where it needs to go into her fields. So yeah, I could have used a manifest bit crystal. Reality is I had one and I kind of lost it, so I kind of need to work towards on getting another manifest crystal, but the manifest crystal I got kind of shitty anyway. In saying that, that's one of the good things. And that's the other good thing about the manifest crystal is it sort of helps you to reach attachments from other people and other people that you no longer have the attachments with. So it's just brilliant in that context like that. I will be doing a crystal show for you in the near future. It just depends on how this week sort of pans out. A lot of it will depend on how this week pans out. So if it's good, you get a crystal show next week. If it's bad, we might have to have a little pet talk. And a shout out to all you viewers out there. 581 viewers, I believe, from starting off with 0. So awesomeness. So let me know in the comments on how you're finding the videos and to know on how you're going in day-to-day life. And if you've got a question, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you, as a gratitude of my appreciation for you to watching the show. Hopefully you get a few more subscribers. I've got a theory in my head around that, so I'm sort of need to see a couple of mediums during the week, which I sort of want to arrange to do in my own spare time, to find out if I'm sort of on the right thinking about that, and to find out a couple of things that are sort of going on in my hometown that sort of need to be dealt with on personal plane rather than a spiritual plane. So we'll do that at some point. But in saying that, this is just a huge thank you to the people that are in my life that have sort of helped it to make it better and for us to succeed into the near future, whether it be tennis, golf, Rotary or other things that may come up that will be beneficial not only to myself but to the community. And not only that, maybe some new clients that come through with work again in the future. So big shout out to those guys before they even come on board. So and not only that, a shout out to the clients that have already on the books. So without you, we wouldn't even be doing YouTube as we speak, because there are small costs involved. Shout out to Luke's computers in Lakes Entrance. The editing work's just been top notch, just world class. They just do a wonderful job in serving computers and other bits and pieces that we wouldn't even become close to managing ourselves. So without them, we'll be in all sorts of shit creek. So huge shout out to them too. They do hours and hours of work behind the scenes that we don't even get to see and do. So huge shout out to them. Without them, we'll be lost. It's as simple as that. Yeah, so not only that, a huge shout out to McDonald's as well. I mean, as a convenience store, it's just brilliant to get in there to grab your food when you work 8 or 9 hour shifts and you just go home and have something to eat and then just go to bed. So huge shout out to McDonald's as well. So yeah, and another shout out to the celebrities again. Continue to work on a professional level between you and myself, and a huge shout out to my mentors in the past, and a huge shout out to the mentors that are going to be there in the future as well. Without mentors, life would not exist. So with the mentors and things, a huge shout out and a huge gratitude, and hopefully become bigger, better, stronger again. So a huge shout out to you guys. So yeah, just a huge thank you. Really is what this show's on about. And another thing, a huge shout out to the Surf Lifesavers Club that do wonderful things for the community. Not that we're involved on a personal level, but the amount of hours those surf lifesaving crews do protect our water saves from holidayers, from drownings, just unbelievable. The amount of fitness that's required and the amount of first aid training that's involved too. So huge shout out to those people. You know, even a huge shout out to the Victorian Police. I mean, without them we'd be fucked. It's June and July and August, and it's the busiest time of the year because of domestic violence and various bits and pieces like that. With no, yeah, I'll do a separate show on domestic violence in the future. It's just wrong, and we'll just leave it at that. So a huge shout out to Victorian Police, Fire and Ambulance. So without those crew or guys that are on the scene, we'll be completely lost. The town wouldn't exist while I'm living without you guys, especially without the Victorian Police. So yeah, without further in so guys, I think we'll just leave it at that, and that's a gratitude episode of giving thanks to the community which I live in. So without that further ado, peace.